Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. I've seen this across other channels, so I'm going to give you my top 10 reasons why not to get a Cane Corso. Reason number one. So you're an active person. You want to get a dog, take it with you for miles and miles and miles and miles on walks. Don't get a Cane Corso. So the first 18 months of their lives, their hips don't form. They go so fast that their hips don't form properly, and you run a chance of disfiguring them if you walk them sort of any more than half an hour in the morning, half an hour of an evening. And you've got to do that religiously. Build their muscles up slowly, and I'll show you some footage of when he was a puppy, and you can see how just unstable he is on his legs. And now even at 10 and a half months old, he likes to run around, he likes to play with the other dogs. He's still really loose on his legs. So yeah, that's rule number one, guys. Don't get one of these if you just want to go straight out walking miles and miles, because they're not built for that. After 18 months, take them as far as you like. As far as you like. Reason number two. So if you've spent an absolute fortune on carpets in your house, don't get a Cane Corso. They are really messy. Eaters, drinkers, just genuinely messy all over. If you're, I mean, we're house proud, don't get us wrong, but if you don't like mopping and hoovering every 10 minutes, you know, we have a drink of water, we walk past him with the dinner, all sorts. Yeah. Reason number three. If you're out the house all day and these dogs are left alone for considerable amounts of time, A, I don't think that's fair, and B, you know, you're gonna wind up hating the dog because of the damage it's gonna do to your house while you're not there. We installed cameras so I can keep an eye on him during the day, but if he does start chewing something, apart from shouting through the camera, there isn't a great deal you can do about it if you're not there. They form a super loyal bond, and yeah, they have separation anxiety, and they just want to be by you, want to love you, you know, want to touch you. And yeah, if you haven't got the time for this dog, then don't get one, because you'll feel it. You know, they're so loyal and so wanting to please you that they just sulk and go and start causing damage if left to their own devices. Reason number four. If you're on a budget for dog food, don't get a Cane Corso. This fella eats nearly 2 kilos of raw meat a day, which I'll give him the very best, and it does cost a fortune. He eats 4% of his body weight every day, and he weighs 54.2 kilos now at 10 and a half months old. Your food bill goes up and up and up every single week. And until you source the place that you're getting your food from at the right price, you're going to be in trouble. And then you're not going to end up giving him the best, and he's not going to end up reaching his full potential. He also needs hip and joint supplements, and you know, omega-3 supplements, and yeah, they're a big outlay. They're a big expense all the time. And pet insurance, you know, I'm going to throw all that in with the same thing. Your budget is everything with one of these dogs, because his insurance is more than the average car insurance. And there's only 2 companies in the UK that insure Cane Corsos, and that's about 70-80 quid a month. So you put that with his food and his treats and his toys, and you know, you're up to a good few, £300-350 a month, easy. So if you haven't got that in your budget, you're going to come unstuck. And you know, and then you end up with another Cane Corso in a home or worse. And all because you didn't take into account your budget. Big one that, guys. Halfway through now, reason number 5. Nero, come on. Firm mind and body, guys. If you haven't got what it takes to dominate and control one of these dogs, you're in trouble. They're a big, powerful breed and they're super intelligent. And they will run rings around you if you haven't got time to put in the training. Every single day. Complete life change as soon as you get one of these dogs. The very minute you pick it up. In fact, before you even pick it up, you should do your research. I read 5 books, sourced him from a top breeder, and made sure he had no medical problems, and made sure he come from a good line. Yeah. So there's months of research, ideally, before you even get him. And then once you get him or her, from the day you get him, that's you start your training sessions, and you do it every single day. And I'm just talking obedience training. You want to start teaching your dog tricks, that's a whole other level. But to have a safe and obedient Cane Corso takes, you know, every morning I do it with him. Every single morning, half an hour, we go out, just me and him. Sit, stay, retrieve. You've seen it all on the channel, religiously, every single day. And then I give him a good run around in the afternoon. And yeah, that's it really, guys. You know, if you haven't got the time for these dogs to put, and the patience, don't get one. Get a lap dog. It's safer, you know. Reason number 6. Okay, drool. If any of you guys are squirmish for drool, don't get a Cane Corso. Lots of things set them off. All sorts of things set them off, and it can be quite bad. You get used to it, and apparently they grow out of it. Don't do it so much. But yeah, everybody ends up covered in it. The dogs, me, the house. He drools all over the place. Hence why you're always mopping and cleaning up after him. So if you're squirmish to drool, definitely don't get one of these dogs. Reason number 7. Okay, location, I suppose. You know, not all of us are lucky enough to have access to miles and miles of countryside to walk your dogs. You know, if you live in a high rise or in the middle of the city, it's probably not the best idea to get a giant dog like this that will eventually want lots of walking. You know, it's only the first 18 months of his potentially 12 to 13 year life that you can only take him on a half an hour walk. So location, if you're stuck in the city or a high rise or something like that, you know, they need to go out. They need a garden and access to plenty of walking. And if you can't give that to them, you're going to be stuck with a really over energetic dog that will again find other ways to get rid of that pent up energy, and it's normally on the house. So yeah, location, not a major one, but realistically it's just common sense. Reason number 8. If this is your first dog, don't get a Cane Corso. They take a lot of looking after. You need to know your way around a dog, really. Certain traits, because all that is just amplified with a Cane Corso. And if you can't deal like with the simplest of dogs, like a Staffy or something that's quite obedient anyway, you'll have no chance with a Cane Corso, because they'll sniff out if you're not the alpha, and they will take over. And yeah, if you don't know corrections and stuff like that, you know, there's no, you know, you don't ever beat a dog. You do it with positive reinforcement. So if your dog does something good that you want it to do, you reinforce that. You give him a treat, you give him lots of fuss. If he does something you don't like, short, sharp shock. Tell him no, he's wrong. And they do understand you. Nero understands everything, I'm sure of it. Just chooses not to listen half the time. So yeah, not for the first time dog owner, guys. Reason number 9, if you're not physically strong enough, literally to walk the dog. You know, I mean, sometimes he sees things, he's a perfect heel walker most of the time. But there will be the odd occasion where he'll try and run off, and he nearly pulls me off my feet sometimes. So if you're not strong enough to handle him, don't even think about getting a Cane Corso, because he's 54 kilos now. And I have no idea how big he's going to get. Not a rough idea, but he's bigger than he should be. All down to the raw diet, I believe. Good breeding. But yeah, you certainly need to be physically strong enough to be able to control and look after your dog and other people and other people's dogs. And in my opinion, the most important, reason number 10, socialisation. Really important. You need to get these dogs from the minute you get them. You need to get them out meeting people. All types of people. You know, big, tall, fat, thin, black, white, brown, yellow, everything you can think of. Motorcyclists with helmets on, and you know, they show quite a goofy trait to when they're puppies to people and that, which is good. But all that switches off at 18 months old and they turn into a guardian. And if that's just in their DNA. You've seen the videos and the clips on YouTube of what these dogs can potentially become. And if they're not socialised properly, they get out of control and you'll have no control. And you know, so the more people they meet, the better. So you need plenty of time. You know, I like to take mine to the pub. Everybody in there knows him. He gets lots of fuss and meets lots of new people all the time, which is, you know, and he's really well behaved around other people. So yeah, socialisation, make sure you can take them out. If you can't do that, then don't get one, because you just got a bodyguard, an uncontrollable bodyguard on your hands. You know, and that's dangerous. Nero, come on, don't go in that puddle. Back round the field. Come on, Nero, this way. Oh, and you, thanks, Boosh. See? All over the house, all in the cars. Yeah. Be prepared. Well, there you have it, guys. 10 reasons why not to get a Cane Corso. It's quite difficult for me to do that, actually, trying to think of the reasons why not to have one, because you know, I'm quite lucky with all the reasons why not to have one. You know what I mean? I'm able to have one, and obviously not everybody can, so you know, hats off and all that. But I can do a video of 50 reasons why you should have one, so maybe we'll get to that another time. So yeah, take heed, guys. Like, share and subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Come on, Nero. Nero, come on.